we're shooting here with an FX or a key light in the background and using a C2O and also LTP right in the face so I can get some really good separation. Here on this slide we have FX in the background for a key light using green gel to go ahead and accent her shirt. Also using an LTP in the front, just up in the above right hand corner. For a back key light we're using the FX Extra with no gels coming in right where the tattoo is. We've got a big bounce going on here to go ahead and soften the line on up, and then the LTP just to go ahead and right at her face. On this slide here, to go ahead and do a key light in the back for a hair light, we're using a SoftBox 3 camera right. We've got an LTP going, and also from camera left we've got a big bounce going to go ahead and give it really a flat light. We're using the LTP on camera right. We're using a big bounce camera left and lifting up the SoftBox 3 to go ahead and shoot on top of their heads. On this one here we took only two lights with us. We've got a SoftBox 3 on the left hand side, mostly hitting toward the wall, giving a little bit more of an extreme bleed over. Also on the right hand side, big bounce, so that you go ahead and try to separate her out of the windowsill. Big difference on this one. SoftBox 3 is on a voice activated commander, so it's pulled back a little bit, not as close as the one before. Big bounce on the right hand side, just to go ahead and give it some even light to shadow in. On this one here, we're going to do a little bit more something dynamic. We were actually shooting through a stairwell using a SoftBox 3 on the face. Real close and tight with her is the LTP. Same concept, except we just did a little bit of change of exposure, had the SoftBox 3 pull back a little bit to give a little bit more defined for that background. Here, same thing, keeping the SoftBox 3 greatly done through the stairwells, as you can see. Same thing again with the LTP, just brought it a little bit closer in just to go ahead and give the high key look for portraiture. We just did a much tighter shot, had the SoftBox 3 almost sitting on the stairwell, and same thing with the LTP, coming in much tighter also too at the same time to give it that high key look. Now the new Solar Lights from Lumiquest, one on each side of her right by our ears, and we also have an LTP hanging from the very top. As you can see, it's been really fleshed out on this one, but the background stays with it still. You see in the background those solar lights, fantastic to go ahead and kick a little bit more in. Also had, as you can see in the very background, same thing again, the SoftBox 3 just giving off just a slight luminance. LTP above the camera, very on top. A little bit of something different. We took away the SoftBox 3, stayed only with the solar lights all the way in the picture. We definitely wanted to keep the shutter open longer than normal. The LTP still lighting her up right in the face. A little bit something different, slowing the shutter way down, still ISO 2500. She is actually holding on to one of the new solar lights from Lumiquest, also with voice activated commander, and all the way on the very top using LTP.